Now at 7, started out clear, but some spring rain moved in. Will weather be a spring break spoiler?
A huge sideshow takes a dangerous turn when people start looting and setting things on fire. So what are Oakland police going to do about it?
There weren't enough officers to even begin to deal with something like this.
Plus, the intense Bay Area shootout that has now turned into a heated legal battle.
Be open to the public and let us just enjoy the, San Francisco.
We're live on Lombard Street with strong opinions on a plan to charge fees to enjoy it.
It would have been the South Bay's tallest building. Now plans have been cut down by several stories, but height is only part of the concern.
The new KPIX 5 News at 7 starts now. On Storm Watch tonight, a wet ride home from work. Good evening, I'm Ken Bastida.
And I'm Elizabeth Cook. Let's head outside, taking a live look at our 4 exclusive Salesforce cameras. All of them looking, well, very gray. Chief Meteorologist Paul Diano is here now with what's happening now and what to expect later. Hey, Paul.
Hey, guys, 2 pockets of rainfall to tackle. Let's head to the South Bay first on KPIX 5, high-def Doppler radar, where it will rain in a matter of minutes in San Jose. It is raining in Milpitas and Sunnyvale and Campbell. Quickly in, quickly out, 20 minutes of some rainfall. It just moved through San Francisco as well. This is the other pocket, stretching from SFO, San Bruno, and Burlingame across the bay to Alameda and portions of Oakland. So scattered showers and scattered light rainfall throughout the evening tonight. It will snow in the Sierra through the night into tomorrow, above 5,500 feet in elevation. How about 6 to 15 inches of new snowfall? What about the rain around here? It tapers off to light showers by 10 o'clock tonight. Pretty much wrapped up at midnight. There could be a spotty South Bay shower until about 4 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow morning's commute, dry. As a matter of fact, it will be sunny from Concord and Highway 4 and points north to Santa Rosa. And as we roll through the afternoon, increasing sunshine. No rain for your Tuesday, but it is raining in spots outside right now. We'll talk about any other possible rain chances coming up in our 7-day forecast in a few minutes.
All right, Paul, thanks for that. Oakland police under scrutiny tonight because of this crazy scene. This started out with a sideshow, ended with looting and a bus being set on fire. KPIX 5 Juliet Goodrich is in Oakland tonight with how things got so out of control.
Oakland police admitting to me they were outnumbered last night, but they say they have a plan to stop it.
During that time, we have shots being fired in unknown directions. We had bottles and rocks being thrown at officers and deputies, and fireworks being fired at officers as well. It was a very chaotic scene.
Oakland police and sheriff's department say their resources were stretched beyond capacity. The department's outnumbered.
There weren't enough officers to even begin to deal with something like this.
But why not? Were they caught off guard? They admit yes.
It does no good to send a dozen officers into a crowd of 1,000 people, firing weapons, throwing rocks and bottles at you, firing off fireworks in your direction. So we need to go home safe at the end of the night, too.
At 42nd Avenue and International Boulevard, a driver of a commercial transport truck was removed at gunpoint, and the truck was set on fire. And then an AC Transit bus caught fire. Community leader Ken Houston says it has gotten out of control, and he holds law enforcement accountable.
They should have been way harder last year to deter it, because this year, this summer, it's going to be out of control.
Now, Oakland Police and the Alameda County Sheriff's Department say they have a new tactic. They'll be staffing sideshows like large-scale demonstrations.
You're going to see a contingency of officers this weekend. We'll be deploying in our mobile field force units in vans like we do when we see mass demonstration.
Officers say they issued more than 200 citations. Cars were towed. They even recovered some firearms. In Oakland, Juliet Goodrich, KPIX 5.
The search is on for a deadly hit-and-run suspect in the East Bay. Police say Razanok Allen hit 3 pedestrians in a crosswalk on Foothill Boulevard in Oakland Saturday night. A woman and her 6-year-old son were killed. The boy's uncle is in critical condition. Investigators say after the crash, the suspect abandoned a black Mercedes in another part of town.
This was a choice for Mr. Allen to leave the scene, not to stay, and right now we'd like him to make the right choice and turn himself in.
There's a $25,000 reward for information leading to an arrest.
Two bystanders who were wounded in a wild police shootout in San Francisco last year are suing tonight. This happened inside the Amazon barber shop on Geneva Street. The suspect was killed, an officer wounded, along with the barber, Doc Conway, and a customer, Eid Abdel Wahab. They are now suing the city, claiming that the officers were negligent, knew the suspect was armed and dangerous. That shooting is still under investigation by the district attorney's office. Also tonight, a man is behind bars for allegedly trying to kidnap a child in broad daylight. Police arrested this man, Roscoe Hollyoak, last Friday in the Castro. Police say that he came up behind a mother and her child, grabbed the child, and then tried to run away. Police say the mother fought him back. Bystanders were able to take him down before officers got there and arrest him.
Visiting one of San Francisco's most popular tourist spots might soon come at a cost. KPIX 5's Andrea Borba on the plan to turn Lombard Street into, well, a toll road. Andrea?
Well, Liz, take a live look at Lombard Street right now. This is a rare sight, almost entirely empty. It's the first time we've seen it like this all day long, but a new plan would charge tourists and force them to get a reservation to take a drive down the crooked street. Even on a gloomy Monday afternoon in April, the curvy section of Lombard Street between Hyde and Leavenworth is packed with cars full of tourists who want to experience the Instagram legend in person.
My favorite part is this street right there. It just goes zigzag. It's really fun.
For Assembly Member Phil Ting, the line of cars even outside the summer months is precisely the problem.
People will be queuing up for about 10 hours at a time just to get their opportunity to drive down.
He's introducing AB 1605, which would give San Francisco the legislative authority for a pilot program to start charging and requiring that tourists make a reservation to drive down, much like Muir Woods.
The whole area is affected by the congestion in the summertime, and so it goes about 4 blocks each way in terms of the traffic jams.
The cost would be about $5, and while there would be no fiscal gate, there would be license plate readers to scan cars as they head down the hill.
While we want this treasure to be seen by people from all around the world and all the visitors, we also want to be able to make sure that this neighborhood is livable for the people who do live here.
At least one tourist we spoke to said they think the plan is a bad idea.
It's a landmark, and it's, we're here just to check it out. I mean, I don't think they should do that. They should just be open to the public and let us just enjoy the, San Francisco.
Now, this legislation still has many hoops to jump through at this point. It has to get through both houses of the California legislature, get signed by Governor Newsom into law. Then it is handed over to the Board of Supervisors and MTC to see if they can come up with a plan to make this all work. Liz?
All right, Andrea, thanks.
Speaking of plans for a huge high-rise in Santa Clara have literally hit the chopping block tonight. KPIX 5's Len Ramirez is at that site near Great America and Levi Stadium.
A Chinese real estate company planned a 50-story office building for this overflow parking lot near Levi Stadium, but height is only part of the concern. The building is part of a 10 million square foot development with office buildings, apartments, retail, and parks. The problem is the project is 7 million square feet over what the council approved. There was also negative feedback about the 600-foot tall high-rise, but the developer lowered it to around 20 or 30 stories. Despite that, the square footage of the project stayed the same.
I think it's a crazy idea. It doesn't go with any of the existing architecture.
One council member said it's like dropping a New York City block in the city of Santa Clara.
There are also major concerns about the amount of traffic a project of this size would bring with it. This project is still in its early phases, and an environmental impact report is due to the City Council later this year. In Santa Clara, Len Ramirez, KPIX 5.